Hi everyone, so today we are going to do the mandala painting, and for the mandala painting I have taken a 12-inch round canvas and I have painted it with black acrylic paint, two coats of black acrylic paint for the base. Then I have taken the center of the circle and divided the circle into 12 equal parts. uh, and then I have done the marking on the line, on the center line, as per my design. Now we are going to start doing the circles for the design, for which I am going to use this rounder. It's a 8-inch rounder and with a white coal pencil attached to it. So now I'll start doing the circles. You need to do the markings first so that it's easy to follow, and you don't need to keep adjusting or taking the measurements on the rounder itself. This makes it easier. So now I have finished marking the circles for the design, and as you can see all the circles. So first we have to divide this line into half. Okay. And now since we have divided this line into half, now we'll join this line, the degree line which we had divided into 12 parts, that line to the center of the dot. So we'll go on doing this design. So now we'll start with the mandala, and I have removed all the colors in this kind of bottles. They are attached here, and these you will get easily on Amazon or any of the craft stores. They are pretty cheap. So remove first all the colors that are needed in these bottles, and then we'll start with the mandala. So I'm using this pink tool for the center, and I'm taking the white color. And white color I am directly putting in the center. So now I'll start doing the dots, for which I am using an antique bronze, and we'll do the dots, small dots, with the green tool around the center. While doing the dots, you have to keep in mind that the dots should be equidistant. Dip the tool every time you are making a dot in the color, so that the dot comes properly. If you have taken more color on the tool, then you can go on doing the dots, but that is bit risky, as a lot of color all will come on one dot and the rest of the dots will have less color. And these dots will be slightly bigger than the earlier dots. So now after both the antique bronze and aged bronze, we'll go back to green color, which is soft jade. We'll take the green tool only, but the other side, which is slightly bigger, we'll dip the tool in the color and then start doing the dots again. When you're doing the dots, just touch the canvas lightly. The dots will come. If you put little bit more pressure, the dot will spread out. So you have to keep that in mind when you are doing mandala. If you are finding this a big canvas, then you can first, when you are trying initially, you can try it on a smaller canvas which is round or square in shape, and then go on for the big canvas. You can also do different kind of color combinations in this. There are lots of colors available. Initially, when you are trying, you can go in for the Fevicryl colors, the bottle ones. And once you are familiar with how to do it and you have bit of practice, then you can order this Deco Art Americana colors. Now I'll go for Coastal Waters, which is bluish color. I'm not changing, the size of the tool is the same. For the third color, which is again one shade darker than the Coastal Waters, I have mixed two shades for this. Even if the dots get joined like it is joined here, we will correct it during the finishing of the mandala. Now the fourth color that I have taken is cobalt blue mixed with the earlier shade, this shade, and then I'm doing the dots. I'm still using the same tool. We've finished the blue dots also. Now the design will change. So now for the leaf design that we are going to make, we are going to use this small tool and we have to dip it in white, remove the excess color, and then we have to give the dots on these lines that we have made. So we'll start giving the dots. Keep the tool vertical when you are doing the dots. Otherwise your dot will spread. Clean the tools thoroughly after every use so they don't get color on them. Now, just from above the white circle, you have to start making the dots. And then once you've dipped, now here the technique changes. Once you've dipped the tool in the color, do not use again dip the tool in the color, but go on making the dots like this so that they become smaller and smaller, because that is the effect that we want. You have to keep a bit of gap. Now because this tool is very small, it's taking less of color. So now I have put the dot here and I'll go on doing smaller dots. So now we'll go in for the second layer. I'm changing the tool. I'm taking a slightly bigger tool now. And just above that, I'll make a big dot. And then go on making small dots. So now we've finished both the bronze colors. And we'll shift to the green color. I'm still using the same tool. So now we finished with the soft jade color, and we'll do the coastal waters now. And I have taken a slightly bigger tool for this, because as you go upwards, the dots will start becoming bigger. If you feel your paint is bit thicker, then you can add little few drops of water to it and mix it properly so that the flow of the paint is easy and the dots are proper. So now we've finished with the soft jade, and we are going to go for the next color, which is a mix of coastal waters and more of less of coastal waters and more of cobalt. Same way we have to carry on like we did earlier. A big dot and then go on doing the smaller dot without dipping the tool in the color. So now we'll start with the next layer, which is white color, and right from where you have put the blue dot, you have to start above it. Now the color that you'll have to give is you have to leave a bit of space from the line, a little bit of space, and then drag this color like this. While doing this, you have to keep one thing in mind. Do not dip the tool in the color again. You have to take the color once in the tool, put the dot, and then drag the color inside. This you'll need little bit of practice. So you can actually practice this on a paper first and then do it on the canvas. So now we'll do the other side. For the other side, we'll go from the top, again leave little bit of space from the center line and then drag. Now we'll start with the coastal waters. The same color. Mandala is like a stress buster, so it's very relaxing, it's very calming, and you need so much of concentration in this that you just forget all the worries you have, all the tensions you have, and it just relaxes your mind. You should try it out, doing the painting or the drawing or just the filling of the colors in the mandala book. That itself gives you a lot of relaxation, but doing something of your own, that is the mandala painting, is way more satisfying. The only thing you have to be careful while doing mandala is, of course, you need the practice for doing this design, but you also need to do the drawing perfectly. I would suggest that first you do the drawing on the paper, fill up the colors, whatever you want, in pencil colors or brush pens. Finalize the design, the color combinations and everything, and then you do the final painting. So now this layer has dried completely, and now we'll start with the next layer. So we are taking the antique bronze color, and this dot we have to put it just between the two curves. Now I'm taking this tool to for the next layer, and I'm taking aged bronze color, and then we'll continue to make dots. So now after the metallic colors, we'll shift to white color again and do the similar kind of dots all around the circle. If the tool has lot of color on it, please clean the tool and take fresh color and then do the dots again. Now we'll shift to soft jade color and we'll start giving the dots. Now we'll move on to the third color, which is the mixture of soft jade and cool coastal waters, and then we'll start giving the dots. Also, you keep it in mind while doing the dots that it should be in line with this, with the drawing that we have made. So now we are going to change the design. We are not going to follow this dot design till the darker color. We are going to do the line work now, the curves, and for that we are going to take the cobalt blue color and start doing the lines from this. Now when you are doing the lines, you have to keep it in mind that our center line is here. So you have to keep a little bit of gap for the center line and then do the curves. So like this. And from here now we'll go from dark to light. In the earlier layers, we were going from light to dark. Now from here onwards, we'll go from dark to light. Now we'll do the other side the similar way by leaving a little bit of gap and taking the earlier line as a guideline. You have to make the dot and then the curve. Okay. Now after the cobalt blue color, we are going to take the lighter version of cobalt blue and coastal waters mixture, and we will start doing the lines again. So while doing the lines, you have to keep it in mind that you have to be straight in this line. Okay, now this layer has dried completely, and now we'll start with our design. So for this design, I'm taking white color, and we are going to make a teardrop shape from the second layer of the curve. So from here, I'll just put a dot and then drag it down towards the center. So now this will do around the circle. So after finishing this, we are going to move to our metallic colors again. First we'll use the aged bronze and we'll change the tool. We'll use this side of the tool and we'll start with the dots. Now we'll use aged bronze for the outside layer. Okay, now we've finished this layer, but we'll continue with the metallic colors. And now I'm again using the antique bronze color, and we'll start doing this curves now. So I'll just use a bigger tool. This tool which I've taken is smaller, so I'll just change the bigger to the bigger tool. And take the antique bronze color and go over it. Now you have to see that you have to maintain this line. So there's this line on the sides. Please do not cross that line and go above it. So see that line and then just give a curve next to it. The circle that we have done till where we have used a soft jade color, you have to do the antique bronze color from there itself. So now I'll start this side. So now again we have to do the smaller lines. So I'll change the tool size. I'll take a smaller tool and dipping in antique bronze only. I'll continue doing the smaller curves, so they will get smaller. Don't worry if you have made some thick lines. We can adjust it later while doing the finishing touch up. So now we are going to do circular dots around the around this design. For that I have lost one of my tool, so I'm using this chopsticks and I'm dipping it in the cobalt blue color and to do the dots. You can always improvise if you don't have any tools. I have done a mistake here a bit. So I'll both the dots are joined. So now I'll rectify that in during the finishing. And now let this layer dry, both the layer dry. Then we can go on for the second layer. There is a second layer of dots here, which we have given these two lines. I don't know if you can see, but we have given these two lines here. So we'll give the dots there also. So after this dries up, then we'll go in for the second layer. So now we'll leave little bit of gap from the blue dots and we'll start dotting. Now this circle is done. We are going to give white dots with this bigger tool on the lines that we have made, on the 12 lines. So we'll dip the tool in the white color, leave little bit of space from the green and then give a dot. Like this we will give the dot for all the 12 lines that we have made. Okay, after giving these 12 dots, now we'll again go back to our dots starting with the metallic colors. Now we'll start giving the dots. After finishing the first layer, now we'll go in for the second layer. Always remember to mix the colors properly before starting. With the same tool, I am taking the antique gold and making the dots. Okay, now we have finished the metallic layer. Now we'll go in for the third layer, which is soft jade. So again with the small tool we'll start. Again with the same tool we'll start. The same size. After soft jade, we are going to give coastal waters dots. So now this layer has dried, and we are going to continue with the lines now. So we are going to take the cobalt blue color and we are going to do the lines around the dots that we have made. So we'll start from here. We have to leave bit of gap, and then you have to drag the color like this. Okay, now we have completed the blue color, the cobalt blue color. Now we'll take the mixture of cobalt blue and the coastal waters and we'll do the second layer. Here you have to be careful because this color is wet, so that you don't smudge it. We'll continue from the other side now. So after finishing the light blue, the next step is the coastal waters. I'll fix this part later once it dries off, because if I try to fix it now, all the colors are wet and it will damage the rest of the colors also. It will get mixed up with that. So I'm going to let it dry and then I'll fix it. So now we have finished this. Now we have to move on to the soft jade color. Now we have to give the white color. Be very careful at this time if you are doing the lines when the other colors are wet, because if it gets smudged or the color mixes in each other, you'll have to redo it again. Now we've finished the white color, and the next we have to do is we have to go back to the metallic colors, metallic copper gold color, and we'll fill in the gaps with this. So I'm waiting this to dry. This is dried completely. Now we are going to do the dots with the metallic color. So you have to take the bigger tool and you have to start dotting. So take more color, do the bigger dot in the center of both the white lines and then go on doing the smaller dots. So now for rectifying the mistakes, I have taken this Amaris pigment liner, and it's a 0.5 size, and wherever you can see the dots have joined or you have done mistake while dotting or while doing these lines, so what you have to do is you have to go around the dot wherever you have done the mistake and just outline it with the black color and make the sizes right, or remove the joint by the with the black pen. You can take a thin liner also so that the lines are thin. uh, okay, I can see some mistake here. Because the base is black, we are using the black line. Okay, now I think we are done with the mandala now, and only the last thing that is remaining after everything dries off properly. Just take a wet cloth and wipe off the white lines that we had made earlier for the design, and then you are ready to put it on the wall. I hope you've liked this beautiful mandala tutorial, and definitely try it out and let me know in the comment box how it turned out.